From the makers of God's Water Entertainment's God'sWater7.com comes F.R.U.A, Rockaway under attack.com. The mission is to uproot gentrification in Rockaway, because we're not taking it anymore. Thank you for joining our presentation. This is Edgemere Houses, now known as Ocean Bay Apartments, better known to the streets as Vietnam, and we're going to tell you exactly why the streets call it Vietnam. In fact, we're going to show you. These are very infamous projects, very infamous for crime and gentrification. Recently, I took a trip with F.R.U.A representatives to uncover the war zone.
You've logged into Rockaway under attack.com. Philip Muhammad, founder of God's Water Entertainment. Myself and a couple of other wise individuals, by God's permission, have come together to put together a website to expose one of the most terrible cases of gentrification I've ever seen in New York. And we are definitely fed up and tired, and we're not taking it anymore. The residents of this here housing project, otherwise known as Edgemere Houses, now known as Ocean Bay Apartments under new management, has to undergo the type of scrutiny and disgust from the media, as well as developers' greed. And look, the worst construction job I've ever seen in my entire life, where people have to come home every day to this crap for over 5 years. They have to bring their children through these doors to say that this is where mommy and daddy live. As you can see, the people are tired of it, and we're not.
Want to see that again? Look, just imagine living here. There's about 40 buildings right there, right across the bay, across from JFK Airport, that look just like this in New York City. For over 5 years, they've had to live like this. It's like Lebanon. The streets have called it Vietnam, and this is why. And there's more.
As you can see, this is a double building. And in this double building, there are apartments in the center. But these apartments have been vacated. They're vacant now. I used to live in an apartment just like this in one of the other buildings. What happened to the people that lived in those apartments? They're vacant. We want to find out what happened to them. Did they get a check and a ticket up out of here to a new home? Are they homeless? Do they have an opportunity to come back after the construction is over? Does anybody care to know what happened to them? And how did they make these apartments vacant so that they can do this so-called beautiful job? We're going to find out if it's really a beautiful job. And to just let you know, it's taken over 5 years for them to do this building. And the other 40 or somewhat 40 buildings that are here on the complex that look like someone just took a bomb and hit them. As you can see, the construction in this area is supposed to be beneficial to the neighborhood, but it's been taking over 5 years to get it done. And we're not taking it anymore. As you can see right behind me, this is what people have to come home to. It's disgusting.
Let's compare the buildings of Ocean Bay to some buildings that have been bombed in wars by F-16s and other military weapons. As you can see, this is what their buildings look like. And this is what the buildings look like in Queens, New York. Oh yeah, there's no difference really. A bulldozer, jackhammer, or F-16 can do the same damage, cause despair, and destroy any level of hope in the people to overcome oppression. This is what we're facing all over New York in poor areas.
Absolutely deplorable conditions that we're living in right here in F.R.U.A. We're taking it no more.
This is not the worst of it. We're about to do a comparison that will blow your mind, and it's really just the beginning. Just imagine living here. Please.
Ocean Bay Apartments. The condition is off the chain. Construction has taken over 5 years to do. And we're going to compare what you see over there to the construction that was done on a project that's right across the street, Auburn, which probably took a whole lot of less time. And look, this is the contrast we're talking about. They got a brand new lobby in record time. Why did it take over 5 years to complete what happens, what you see across the street over there? This is a terrible contrast, and we gotta definitely get to the bottom of it.
Let's take a closer look. This is F.R.U.A Projects, which is right across the street from Ocean Bay. They received new lobbies within a year's time. But what's going on the other side? Right across the street, you got about 40 buildings. You started construction, and these people, for almost a decade, have to live like this. Is it fair? Why?
Thanks for logging into Rockaway under attack.com once again. Here we are in Ocean Bay Apartments, otherwise known as h.u.d, or to the streets, Vietnam. And this is why it's known as Vietnam. Look at this. This construction job is probably one of the worst I've ever seen. They've demolished the building and they've made rat holes. Easy access for rats to get in the building. All run by the developers. Look at this. How could you do something like that? Didn't they have an idea or clue that rats were going to be easier? It's going to be easier for rats and big cockroaches to get in the building? Or was it a plot? Did they plan to do this? Well, it's going to be hard for them to say that they did it. It's been over 5 years that people have to come home to this building and about 40 other buildings like it with their children and family to say, this is where I live. This is where I pay $1,000 or so in rent every month to live in this type of building. Where you just see, look, it's atrocious. Children have to come home to this every day. This would never happen in Madison Avenue, right? This would never happen in Beverly Hills, right? But it's happening right in New York City in Far Rockaway, a peninsula 13 miles away from Manhattan, right here.
These are some pictures of some of those who've been killed in Rockaway under the disparity and neglect that has caused a people to totally destroy themselves. Right in the peninsula of Far Rockaway, there are other elements that cause this, and we want to get to the bottom of it. But at the crux of it all, you'll find one great one: gentrification. It's going to be hard to prove otherwise, for there's a project called Auburn by the Sea that is right across the way, right over on the beach side. So Edgemere's on one side and this project is on the other side, and they're spending hundreds of billions of dollars to erect $500,000 homes, and they want 272 family homes on 127 acres of land. And across from that, you have increased poverty, increased crime, and not enough schools. This is just not right, and it's happening right in Far Rockaway. These are the two developers of Auburn by the Sea, over by the beach side. Alvin Benjamin, founder and president of Benjamin Companies, and the founder and president of Benchwood Homes, Michael Dubb. I wonder what you two gentlemen have to say about all of this. Can you face these people?
Thanks for logging in to Rockaway under attack.com. We want everyone to go online and forward our site to your friends. Rockaway under attack.com. The people are tired of it. I'm tired of it. As a former resident of these here housing projects, I'm sick and tired of seeing this every time I come and visit my friends, that we have to actually look at these buildings. You would never see something like this in Madison Avenue. If they're going to do construction, they will cover it up and make it look really nice so that people can at least come home to something decent while they're doing construction. But this is pathetic. I ain't never seen buildings beat up like this in no other place other than black neighborhoods when they say they want to. The reason why this is happening is because the people are not connected, unified. There's no gate of insurance around the people. The spirit is down, and there's a reason behind that. There's no resources in this area. There's nothing here for the people to grab onto and have a little bit of hope. But we're going to change that reality. It's a daggone shame that they have to come home to this. And they say this is home. I said, look at this crap. Zoom in on this. And the irony of it all is that through all this despair, you have a bunch of people in here who are so angry at themselves because they don't know how to change this reality. But we're going to change this reality with a little thing called unity.